All right, so I'll be going over this again. Right, this is what we have here. Coinbuzz is what we have here. So okay, guys. So this is what we have right here. Now let me know if you all can see my screen before I move on. Can you all see my screen? Hello? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Hello? All right, thank you. So I'll be going back to Figma. Can you see Figma on my screen? Good. That is what I want you to see. All right. So, since you guys are just joining for easy understanding, let me delete everything I have here so that I can start again. Okay. Uh, right. I'm going to click on this guy now and let me come here and have 50%. Click on this guy now. So, so I'm going to delete it, and this guy too. I'm going to delete it. Now, this is what we want to design. Okay. This is what we are designing. Can you see it? Now, this is an admin template. If you are familiar with websites, when you log into a backend, you will see some settings and all of that. This is admin settings, right? And these settings, this design we are designing, this particular page, is not hard at all because we are still going to progress to another one. And if you look at this page, you see that it's full of text, icon, text. Exactly. So I want you guys to get familiar with how you can add your text and so on before we now start designing some sophisticated web page. Okay. So I'll go back to Figma now. So I'm on figma.com and I've explained how you start your work. So, but for the sake of clarity, I'm going to go back to Figma for the sake of clarity. So Figma is loading. So Figma is loading now. Now, since you will be starting new one, so you click on new design file. Okay, new design file. But I've already started one. I don't need to start another one, so I will double click on the one I've started so that it will open. So Figma is loading. Now, this is what we want to be designing once again. Coinboost admin page. Coinboost admin page. So I'll go here. Very first thing you must do, right, is to know which screen are you designing for. Click on frame. This is frame here. Look at it. This is frame here. This is frame. So then click on desktop. I'm designing for desktop. I can design for iPhone, for mobile phone, for tablet, for TV, for watch, for paper, for social media, for Figma, for anything. but I'm designing for desktop. So I click on desktop, right, and I choose desktop. Immediately I choose desktop, it gives me a 1440 and 1024 working space. 1440 and 1024 working space. So, however, if I'm familiar with that working space, 1440 1024, I don't need to click on frame. Well, if I'm familiar with it, I can just click on my rectangle and draw it. Or I can even click on my frame and draw my frame. Right? Frame is very important. So I draw my frame and I know that it's 1440 1024. I'll just type 1440 here, and on the height I'll type 1024. But you can see, instead of me to go through this stress, yes, instead of me to go through this stress, why can't I just pick my frame, click on desktop and desktop, then it gives me what I need. All right, so now on this desktop title that you can see here, I can call it Coin Boost Admin, just the title. Okay, right, so that's what I have. And don't forget, I'm on page one. Page one, look at it here. Page one. Do you see? Page one. Meaning I can have as many as possible pages. Okay? Can have as many as possible pages. Yeah. So now let me go back to what we have here. If you look at this guy very well, you see that the corners are curved. Look at it very well. It has a curved corner. Do you see? It has a curved corners. Look at the corner very well. The corner of the coin boost. You will see that it is like curve. It's not sharp. If you look at it very well, it's like curve. Yes, it's not sharp. So that is what we want to do now. We have to make sure that our own too is curved, but not what? Not sharp. So how do we do that? Look at the frame property. Once you click on the frame, you see the frame property here, the 720, 440, 475, 1440, 1024. So on this particular corner radius where you have 0, I'm going to make it 30. So immediately I make it 30, then you see that my corners are also curved. Let me zoom it very well so you can see it very well. Can you see that my own corner too is curved? You can see it, right? All right, for more clarity, let me come to effect and add a drop shadow of layer blur. Okay, and I'm going to, don't let me use layer blur, let me use background blur and come to settings. uh okay, drop shadow, settings, let me give it 15 by 20, 15, the second one 20. So now that will enable you to see the curve edge very well. Okay, good. Now I'm going to zoom back to 100. So it's like people are requesting to join. Anyone? No one. All right. All right. So I'll come back to my web. So look at this coin boost now. So I want to add the coin boost. How do I do that with the color and everything? Going to go on that, right? So okay, I think someone requests to join. Is that so? Nobody. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to attend to the pending participants so that they can also join. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, so coming to Figma, so what I want to do is add the coin boost. I click on this test. Look at the test, right? So I will just come here and I will type coin, coin boost, right? Right. I'm going to type the coin boost. So that coin boost is here. So it's very, very tiny and small. So what do? I go to the place where I have regular. Do you see regular? Okay, okay, go on. Yeah, it's giving me the size, right? Where is it? Let me click on it. This one, 61 by 41, or the 54 by 15. Which of the two? Okay, that's 54 by 15, right? Yes, it's giving me the size. Yes. Yes, it's giving me the size. Yes, but don't tamper with this size. Even if you try to tamper, even if you try to tamper with it, it will not allow you because it's not an active size. What control the size of this coin boost? Look at it very well. Can you see it? This is the only place I can adjust it. As I'm adjusting it here, you see that that one too will be adjusting. So, and if you look at it very well, you see that it's not affecting the coin boost. Exactly. So that is why you don't need to tamper with it. Just leave it as it is. Do you get? All right. So I click on the coin boost and I'll go to under test property. Look at it here. Under test property. Then I'll click on regular and make sure it is bold. Now you see that it's now bold. Okay. And then on the color we need is a blue color, right? So on this slide bar, I'm going to slide to blue here, and I'm going to pick a blue up here. I'm going to slide it a bit. Now I have the blue, right? I can click out. Now looking at the size is still very small. Then on the 12, I'll make it 32 here. Yes, 32, right? 32. Now we have a bigger coin boost. Then you can now use the pick tool, the move tool to move it accordingly. Okay. Yes, this guy here, the move tool, this one, right? To use it to move it accordingly. All right, that's fine. Now the next one we want to do is, if you look at this guy very well, I can see search anything. Look at it very well. Search anything. Look at it. Search anything. Good. So, and it has a search icon next to it. Okay, so what do I do? I'll go back to my I'll go back to my okay, look at it here. Look at it. Just before the search anything. Yeah. Okay, so okay. So now we'll go to our Figma. Go to our Figma, go to our Figma, and you go to File, and you will see Plugin, and you also have Widgets. But plugin is what I need. I'll say find more plugin. Look at it. These are plugin. Okay. Let me check for widgets. Let me check for widget. Come here, widget, find more widgets. The full meaning of widget is window gadget. Did you hear me? Widget, window gadget. That is the full meaning of widget. Window gadget. So if I click on plugin, let me type material icon. Looking for material design icon. Can you see it here? Material design icon. Material design icon. So material design icon. So I'm just going to click on it and say run. So it will add that particular plugin, for me. Now I have it. Do you see it? Material design icon. Good, I click on it. And I have it here. So it will now load all the icon needed for my work. It will load it for me to load them. Yes. Now the material I'm looking for is a search material. Then I'll type search. Look at it. Give me this guy. Can you see? I have several search icon. Several search icon. Then I'll click on one. But before I click on one, the color is important. So let me choose the color I want. That's the color I want. But still, I don't like this icon. I don't like this icon. So I can go look for another type of icon. That icon doesn't make sense. Icon. I think I prefer the icon 8. Where is that icon 8? Yeah, this is it. The more you design, the more you search for information, the more information you have. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so now the icon is loading. You see the difference between the first one and this one now. Look at it, it's more bigger. And if I click on search, it has more icons. Look at it. And then if I change the color, I change the color here. All right, good. See it? This is what I need. And I click on it. Immediately I click on it, then I will have it on my screen. Can you see it? This is it. And now I will advise you guys to not use these angles to resize. Okay, just come to the width and height here. It may get distorted while you are trying to resize. So distorted, I mean the size will not give you accurate size any longer. So it's always nice to use your width and height to control. So maybe what I need is 32 by 32. I'm going to do that and I press enter. So look at what it gives to me. I have a perfect shape. Good, I take it to where it is needed. Exactly, exactly. So if I go to the web, you see what I have. Do you see it? So then, next thing I'm going to do is type search anything. I'll come here, I'll type search anything. Okay, so then looking at the search anything, it doesn't look like what we have here, does it? Exactly. So we have to make sure that it looks like that. So then I'll come to test again, right? First of all, I'll remove bold to regular. Then the size that is 32, I'll make it 14. Okay, and I'll come to the color and I'll make it hash color. But for me to have the same hash color as the search, right? I can pick this thing that look like eyedropper, this eyedropper on the color panel, this eyedropper on the color panel. And I will use it to pick this color. I use it to pick this color. It's not easy to pick because a very tiny something. Good. This is the color I need. That color is too faded. So let me okay. It's actually not easy to pick that color. All right. So yeah. So that search anything, I can if you are picking a very bold color, it's good to use, right? At the same time, on this guy, I can't actually copy the color here, but I can look at the color I want. Look at that color. This is the color I want. So maybe if I come to this guy now and I pick this guy, I can come here to pick that color. Do you see? This is the color. So he pick it for me. So it's actually DF, 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 and all of that. So, and at the same time, you can always use this guy too to set your color. Do you see? To set your color. So can always use it to set your color. Always use it to set color. Alright. Coloring, applying color, you make sure that all the color you are using are the same color so that they won't be giving you different thing while you are working, because color matters in designing. So then the next thing which I want to do is that 14 is too small. I want to make it 18. Alright, I've made it 18. And if you now look at these two guys, you see that they are not aligned. They are not aligned. Can you see that they are not aligned? Okay, so how do you align them? How do we align them? It's also very important to know how we can align our properties, that is, all those tests we have on the page. So if I click on the coin boost, you see I've selected it. I will hold down the shift button on my system. Shift button on my system. I click on the search icon and I click on the search anything. If you look at all of them, see that they are not aligned at all. Then on the design property here, on the design property, look at this guy that align vertical center. Do you see it? Align vertical center. I'm going to click on it. Good. And everything will be. Now I'm good on this. So since I'm done with all of these guys, the next thing I need to do is to look for what we have next. One BTC is equals to $28, 2,200, $28,200 point 23, right? That's the next thing I have to add. So once I add this, I will send you guys this file. Follow the video and try your own too, because I don't want to rush it. Then I'll pick my text again. I will ensure that my cap lock is on. One BTC is equals to 28, 200.23, and then I have dollar there. I'll add the dollar. Okay, so that is it. Then I will have to ensure that it's not too far, like from the search anything, because I still need to maintain some space for the rest. Yes. Okay, so the font for search anything is 18. So I can also make this guy 18. That's number one. Okay, and I made it 18. It looks perfect. All right. So, and if you look at the color, you see that one is ash, the other is blue, right? So, and I type it together. How do I achieve that? One is ash, the other is blue. All right. How do I achieve that? So, I will double click on it, double click. Then I will select from equals to down to the one BTC. On color, I will go and apply. We have all our color presets. That is, color preset means the color that I've used before. I pick it, right? Okay. So once I'm done on that, I will select, double click again, and select the 20 exactly. So then I'll pick, yes, and I'll pick this color. Can make the color around here. All right. Now looking at our design, you see that we have something close to what is here. Good. So and the next thing I want to add is a bell icon. Bell. You see? So now this is the bell I need, the doorbell, right? So looking at the color is perfect. Okay, so the color is perfect. The color I just choose is perfect. Right, I'm going to pick it and put it to where it is. Now, if I look at the design, you see that it has something red circle by the side. Look at it. That's the red circle there. So first of all, I'm going to make it smaller by applying 32 by 32. So now it's smaller. Okay, it's smaller now. So I can hold Z. When you hold Z, hello, on your keyboard, when you hold Z, it gives you a zoom icon. Look at it. And I can use it to zoom. Alright, so let me come here and zoom in on this guy so that I can see it very well. Zoom in. Can you see it very well now? So depending on what I want, I can adjust it. Okay, I can adjust it. And if I don't want to do that, I can also leave it as what it is before. This is 90 by 90, but normally I can do 28 by 28. Alright, so this is what I have, 20 by 28, and I want to position it where it's supposed to be. And don't forget that it has something red circle. So I'm going to choose ellipse. While holding down shift for a perfect circle, I will draw it. Then I'll come here and choose red color. And now if you look at it, it's at the back of that uh, bell. But normally it's supposed to be at the front of the bell. So what can I do? I'll right click on the bell and I'll say send to back, right? Send to back. Oh, it's too much. I think I have send backward. Let me see. Do I have send backward? Okay. Mm, let me take it out. Click on this guy and say bring to front. All right. So I can now move. Oh, why? This guy is supposed to be at the front. Supposed to be at the front. He's supposed to be at the front. If I do send backward for this, I can click on the layer and also do send to back for the layer. Oh, that means this circle is not standing on the, supposed to be at the front with this guy, but I'll try to figure it out right now. So let me pick the circle again and draw it over here to see what happened. It's still at the back. Alright, so since it's still at the back, I can come to my bell here and do circle. Alright, so this is a circle here. I can give the circle a red color. Okay, then once I do that, I can pick that circle here. So that's the circle I just picked. So clicking on that circle, I can make it 10 by 10. Okay, and I'll pick the circle and place it where it's supposed to be. Now with that, I can come back here and do 100% zoom. Let's see what we have. Now see what we have now. So this is what we have here. That is what we have here. Okay, so after that, I can block these two guys and group them. How do you group? Just right click on the two you just blocked and do group selection. Alright, then you can pick on it and then try to align it. Try to align it. How do you align? I've shown you how to align before, but let me do it again. Click on the coin boost, click on this guy, search anything as well, one BTC and this guy, then come to vertical alignment here, center, then you have all of them aligned. So I can move this one BTC closer to the bell icon, closer to the bell icon, just like we have it here. Okay, uh, and the coin boost and this search anything, let's see the gap between them as well. The gap is okay. The gap is okay, right? So I'm going to write at or watch it, and I'm going to add this wallet. So let's see how I can do that. Right, I'm going to just I'll click on this guy and I'll do Ator. So what's the name? Sorry, watch it. Okay, so watch it. That's the name, right? So after watch it, then what am I going to do? So make sure that it is aligned with the rest. Okay, fine. And we're going to come to, then we'll come to uh our icon, but that will be later. So let me pick rectangle. So I've picked the rectangle. You see that we have a circled rectangle here for add wallet. All right. So I'm going to draw that right here. Okay. So what are we going to do? First thing first, make it a circled edge. Okay. That circle is too much. Let me make it 5. Okay. Okay, that's fine. And then I'll come here. For the fill color is a faint blue. So if I pick blue here, I'll make it around here, around here. Okay, is that fine? Let's see. No, that's not fine. Okay, so let's see this color around here, or I can even make it full color, and that blue can be around here, can be around here. All right, then for the line color, for the stroke, we call it stroke. For the stroke color, I'm going to make the stroke a blue stroke, just like what we have there, a blue stroke, just like this. And then I'm going to write add wallet. So I can do this plus add wallet. And then what do we have here? So what we have is add wallet. The W is in small letter, W is in small letter. And I'm going to come here, right here, and then pick the color that is best suited for the add wallet. Then I can take it and add it here. Okay, so this is what we have here, add wallet. All right, so selecting the two of them, making it horizontally aligned and vertically aligned, and then I can right click on it, then group them. So I'll make it one object by grouping it. Okay, so then I'll ensure that it's also well aligned with the rest, just like this, right? So by the time I come here and I have a 50% zoom, so you see that we have something very close to what we have here. Because I've not yet added this guy here, I will add that one tomorrow, and this guy here, this one here, because I'll be designing, be ready for live class tomorrow. I'll be designing this logo tomorrow in your presence. I want you to be there. I'll be designing this logo in your presence tomorrow, and I'll be adding this image, and I'll also do the rest here. So do all this rest here. Then after that, I'll give you assignment which involve you to complete the rest yourself. Once I do all this menu, dashboard, my wallet, trade, these guys, once I do them, then you're going to do everything at the center. So I'll see how far you have gone, how far you've gotten what I just introduced to you. So from there, I'll correct the errors if there's anyone making some, design blunders. I'll correct it. Then we move to the next thing. So for those of you that are online, do you have any question? Phone. You can try to download Adobe XD on your phone. Yeah, it should work. Download Adobe XD on your phone, then it will work. XD and this one, they have something very similar. So download Adobe XD on your phone.